welcome to today's devotional. It's so lovely to have you back with us. I'm going to continue looking at Ephesians chapter 5, where it talks very specifically to wives. And I would like to read in verse 22 where it says, "Wives, understand and support your husbands in the ways that show your support for Christ." In verse 24 it says, "So just as the church submits to Christ as he exercises such leadership, wives should likewise submit to their husbands." And lastly, in verse 33, it says, "And how each wife is to honor her husband." I want to tell you that these words can often scare us. We often hear the word submit and honor, and it's like the shadow hanging over us. But what a joy it is to bring respect and honor to a godly man that loves us, that cherishes us. And I just want to give you some brief definitions of these words. It means to support. One of the definitions for support is to endure bravely and quietly. Now, I know for some of us that really is hard to do, but we do it. And then another word is to keep from fainting, yielding, or losing courage. That is one of the ways we can support our husband, is not to lose courage. So often they're having a bad day. It's up to us to honor and cherish them and to encourage them in that area. The word submit there is so beautiful. It says to stop trying to fight or resist something, to agree to do or accept something that you have been resisting or opposing. You know, marriage is often, we see it all the time. It's complete opposites coming together, and there are times you want it your way and he wants it his way, but it's knowing when to say, "Love, I'm going to submit to you," and work together as a team.
Yeah, one of the words to submit here, the definitions, means to offer something as an opinion or suggestion. Wives, sometimes the way to get your husband to do something is to suggest or offer something as an opinion, make him think like it's his idea, and you might get a lot more done around the house.
Exactly.
And then there's some guidance also for husbands here. It says, "Husbands, go all out in your love for your wives, exactly as Christ did for the church." So also in relationships, sometimes if there is offense or if there's an issue in the relationship, we want to withhold love. And the Bible is saying here, Christ never ever withheld anything. He went all out. And that our guidance as husbands here is to go all out in our love for our wives. And then he's saying here that our leadership is, we lead not through domineering, but through cherishing. And so that's the example that God doesn't dominate us. He doesn't lead us by dominating us. He leads us through love and through choice. And that's the way he's saying that we need to lead in terms of a husband and wife relationship, where we are leading because we're cherishing, we're honoring, we're loving our wife. And as we do that, I think it'll be easier for wives to submit, support, and respect their husbands.
Exactly. Always remember, you are highly favored and deeply loved.